Hi, I am Aaliyah Kerr MacArthur, and I attend Piper High School, and today I will be talking about my creative critical reflection. So in the table of contents, it contains 4 questions. How does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent a social group or issue? Question number 2, how does your product engage with audiences, and how can it be distributed as a real media text? Question number 3, how does your production skills develop throughout this project? And lastly, question number 4, how did you integrate technologies, software, hardware, and online in this project? So my film name was One Call Away, and the film One Call Away is based on the story of a girl named Stacy meeting her online lover for the first time, and suddenly she gets kidnapped while her best friend Shayla receives a random call. The genre of this film is thriller/horror, and the theme is love, kidnapping, and suspense. Question number 1. How does your product use or challenge the conventions in the film industry? How was representation used to showcase social groups and social issues in my film product? Company logo and film credits. Genre conventions such as settings, music, background, and voiceovers. Mise en scene and representation of social groups and issues. So, company logo and credits. To challenge the conventions in the film industry, my team and I included our company logo, which was Reality Element Films, and here to the right is a picture of our company logo. And we also included film credits such as the name of the song used and the artist for the background music, which was Boyfriend by Justin Bieber. And due to the fact that both of these are commonly used in films, our film has met certain conditions. Genre conventions. To use some of the following conventions, we used voiceovers and scenes that were dreamy and smitten. This also allows the audience to connect with the character speaking and understand their emotions on a deeper level. We also used background, sound effects, and music that matched the atmosphere and the mood of the scene. For example, the first scene in our film used the sound Boyfriend by Justin Bieber to illustrate an in love and obsessive mood. In contrast, we used tense background music in the kidnapping scene to show a sense of danger. To continue, for the setting of our film, we chose a typical teenager's bedroom in the local park, as it is very common in teenagers' films and in the real world. To portray a better understanding about the message of our film, my team and I decided to use mise en scene elements, such as costume, hair, and makeup. We decided that our characters would represent typical teenagers. Another mise en scene element we used was lighting, and in the case of a tense and suspenseful scene, our team decided to use a dim lighting. In contrast, we used practical lighting in scenes that were more calm, romanticizing/friendship-wise. Another one is setting and props. The settings we chose were a major part of our film, and the teenage bedrooms in local parks helped the audience connect with the characters and adds a sense of immersion. Local parks are typically where teens like meeting up. Teens also love being in their bedrooms and using their electronics, which is where the phone comes in. Shayla's phone helps give a representation of her emotional state and motivations. Therefore, the characters Shayla and Stacy wore dark colors with simple but cute hairstyles, cute jewelry, and natural makeup with a touch of lip gloss. Here is a picture of the prop phone that we used while she is texting her online lover. And here is the costume, hair, and makeup, which was blonde hair, no makeup with a little bit of lip gloss, and black shirt. Here is a picture of the lighting we used, which was dim lighting. And, representation of social groups and issues. In our film, we were able to represent various social groups. In this situation, the protagonist, Shayla, a teenage mixed-race girl, belongs to a social and online group that includes her online lover and peers who are also active on social media. This group often emphasizes the importance of online relationships, sometimes overlooking real-life dangers. Shayla is blinded by the affection she receives from her online lover, which makes her dismiss her best friend Stacy's warnings about potential risks. Her friend tries to protect her by highlighting the dangers of trusting someone she has not met in person. Unfortunately, Shayla ignores this advice, leading her into a dangerous situation that ultimately results in her kidnapping. With that, our movie targets the audience of young teenagers. Online predation and kidnapping is unfortunately very common, and our goal is to raise awareness to these children to put a stop to this. Question number 2. How does your product engage with audiences, and how would it be distributed as a real media text? How does my movie engage audiences? How would it be distributed as a real media text? Our film's target audience is teenagers. Our films consist of a niche audience. Our film is most likely to attract those who use social media and electronics, which according to recent surveys is around 90 to 95% of teens. Although it can resonate with most teenagers, some teenagers do not use social media or electronics because of their privacy, the desire to focus on academics, negative impacts on mental health, and etc. One of the ways in which we engaged our audience is lighting. The lighting we chose include precise lighting and dim lighting. The reasoning behind why we chose this lighting is because it draws viewers' attention and keeps them focused. The lighting can help highlight important elements. It also enhances emotion and adds depth to scenes, creating an immersive experience. All of this together creates a deeper connection with the film. Another way we use to engage our audience is sound effects, voiceovers, and music, including voiceovers of Shayla talking allowed for the audience to really connect with her and understand her emotions directly, enhancing an immersive experience. Training music that goes with the smitten mood, for example, Boyfriend by Justin Bieber, or tense background music to go with the suspenseful scene. Sound effects that help emphasize different scenes, such as phone ringing sounds, hanging up sounds, and screaming, evoking emotions and enhancing the audience. So, adding on, we engage our audience by using social platforms including Blogger, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Social platforms engages our audience with our film by creating interactive and immersive experiences. These platforms allow users to share their thoughts, opinions, and reviews about the film, which allows for a sense of community. This also allows for us to release trailers, behind-the-scenes content, and bloopers, which excite fans and generate a buzz. Camera techniques is another great concept we use to engage our audience. These techniques include camera angles and camera movement like point of view shot, establishing shot, tracking shot, static shot. And by using different camera angles, we can create various moods and perspectives, making viewers feel more connected and engaged with our story or our film. Distribution of our real media text. To distribute our film as a real media text, we will start by creating a strong marketing plan. First, we would use social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitter, etc., to reach a wide audience and to generate interest. We would create an engaging trailers and behind-the-scenes content to attract more viewers. Additionally, we would consider partnerships with streaming services like the ones seen aside to make the film easily accessible, which are Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, and Prime Video. And finally, we would organize screenings in local theaters and film festivals to create excitement and encourage promotion. Our film will be distributed around the time of Halloween due to the fact that this genre is horror or thriller. Worldwide distribution. To distribute our media, we would also like to have different language options so that the movie can be seen by anyone and everyone, no matter what. We would love to see our film distributed internationally. Question number 3. How did your production skills develop throughout this project? So many key points and ideas are preliminary exercises, research, pre-production, filming, and post-production. Preliminary exercises are very important for improving skills needed to create films. These activities helped us learn about the various steps in making a film, including planning, filming, and editing. By completing these tasks, we learn to work together, share our ideas clearly, and use technical tools. Preliminary exercises also gave us practical experience that boosted our confidence and creativity when shooting our film. Located in the following slides are some of many examples of the exercises we did in our Aice Media Studies class this year, such as Preliminary Exercise 3, Introduction to Mise en Scene Organizer. And pretty much the main aim of this lesson is to understand mise en scene. Preliminary exercise, Roland Barthes' theory of denotative and connotative signs. Preliminary exercise, Ferdinand de Saussure's theory of semiotics analysis, which really talks about the signifier and the signified. Preliminary exercise, camera angles. And another one is research. For our research, we looked at case studies of similar film openings, which is important for improving our production skills. Looking at movies in the same category helps us see the common ideas and patterns that will draw in viewers. This analysis allows for us to find useful styles and storytelling methods that can improve our own film. By looking at these examples, we discover how to use images, sound, and editing to tell our story more effectively. This research helps us make smart decisions while creating a film, which leads to a better final result. Here are some demographics and production companies. Here is one of our research part 6, sound codes. Another one is research part 3, marketing to audience, and it taught about marketing strategies and pre-production. Pre-production is an important case in making a film that requires detailed planning and organization. Scripts, storyboard, save the cat beat sheet, and shot lists are important tools in this process. Our script describes the conventions and actions that help the writers and directors picture the story. Our storyboards, so each scene, helping us visualize how the shots will appear and connect with each other. Our Save the Cat beat sheet outlines the important parts of the story, making sure that the plot of our film stays strong and organized. Finally, our shot list helped us plan the filming process effectively, ensuring that we record every important scene. These documents improve production skills by encouraging clear communication and a common goal for the whole film team. Entirely, all of these really just help us plan out our movie step by step, and it just made it easier. So here is pictures of our script. That basically, a script is what you write down, and it's going to be like the words that the characters will say and just like what they would do in the movie. Here's a storyboard. It's like a planned out drawing of how our movie should look. And here is the Save the Cat beat sheet, which helped us plan out our movie one by one, scene by scene. And here is the shot list. Pretty much like how the shots will go, where the angles will be at, and like the descriptions and action lines that will go along with it. Filming helps develop production skills by providing practical experience in various aspects of filmmaking. During the filmmaking process, we learn how to operate cameras, manage lighting, and set up scenes. We also gain experience in working with actors and as actors in directing performances. Each step requires teamwork, communication, and problem solving, which are essential skills in production. As a result, the experience gained during filming contributes to a better understanding of the entire filmmaking process. Post-production. Post-production is an important step in the filmmaking process. It involves visual editing, sound editing, and making the first draft of the film. Visual editing plays a key role in telling the story by choosing the best scenes and putting them together in a way that is clear and logical. Sound editing improves a film by making the audio clearer and adding effects that make watching it more enjoyable. First draft of film is necessary to help us explore, experiment, and as a foundation to improve the final film. Completing these tasks help develop key skills needed for production, like working well with others, paying attention to details, and really finding creative solutions to problems. So here are some pictures of visual editing, how we edited our movie. Here is how we did the sound editing, how we added the sound to our film, like the voiceovers. And question number 4. How did you integrate technologies, software, hardware, and online in this project? During the year, my group and I used the software platform called PowerPoint to organize and present our work and research for this project. We also used CapCut to do visual and sound editing in our final film. Hardware. Since my group and I didn't have any professional equipment for our film, we decided to use cell phones to record. We used the cinematic mode when recording our scenes for better quality. So here's a picture of my PowerPoint and a picture of the CapCut. This is like behind the scenes. And throughout the year, my group and I used the online website called blogger.com to share the work we have done, our thoughts, and our ideas on our blogs. We also used the website's PowerPoint, as we stated before, and Microsoft Word. These websites help to organize, plan out our film, and present our work. So here's how my blogger.com looks at the moment, and how my Microsoft Word, here is one of my assignments that I've done in my blogger. And first I had to make it on Microsoft Word. And finally, overall, this process has helped me learn many new things. I learned how to use software programs, plan and make a movie, work with others, and understand media better, and much more. I really appreciate this assignment because I've learned many new things. And I hope you enjoyed my creative critical reflection. Goodbye.